If you're teaching in a multi-age classroom, then you'll need to review students' work and mark their skill proficiency in stages. First, go to your wrench and see what your class settings are for grade level. So this first and second grade multi-age classroom is set for first grade right now. So I can close up that window and I can go down to an activity where I want to look at students' work. I'll tap here to bring up the students' work, and because I've customized the students' display names by putting their grade level number in front of their name, it groups all of my first grade students together and then lists my second grade students. So this will make it easier for me when I'm reviewing their work and marking their skill proficiency. So I can start with this first grade student. I can review their work. All right, I see that they have drawn out tens and ones. They've written the word 12. They've written that in expanded form, 10 plus 2, and they have written out that it is an even number. So I can approve this activity by tapping on the approve button at the bottom. I can also tap here on the skills icon to mark their skill proficiency here. So I can scroll down here in the skills list and look for the math skill statement that matches with this activity. So I saw here that they were able to represent numbers up to 120 in different ways in terms of showing it in the rods and units, also by writing it and writing it out in extended form and writing it as a number. So I'm going to mark this student as proficient or 3 stars for this math skill. I can continue to scroll down and find other skills that this activity represents if there are more, and I could mark their skill proficiency with the stars. I'm going to go ahead here and tap on the green check mark. I can now see that this activity has one skill tagged with it. Then I can move along to my next post by tapping on the next post button down here and continuing to tap that next post button to move through the rest of my first grade students. Again, analyzing their work here and tapping on approve or sending it back to them to do further work, or if I need to, deleting this, and again tapping on the skills icon here to be able to go in and mark this student's skill proficiency, and even giving them a comment to let them know that their work was great or ways that they could improve their work. When I'm finished going through the first grade students' work, I can tap on the X here to close this up. I can click on the X again to close those activity thumbnails. I can go back to the wrench icon and change this to second grade so that I'll be able to see the second grade skill statements. Tap on the X to close up the class settings, go back into your activity, and now you can go through the second grade students' thumbnails and mark their proficiency. So again, this student needs to do a little bit more work here. So I'm going to go in and at this point, I'm going to go here to the skills icon and I'm going to check this student off as not being proficient. Maybe they are just at a beginning level here. So I'll give them 1 star and I will tap on the check. I'm also going to give this student some feedback here. And I could type that feedback or I could record audio. I'll just quickly add some text here. Please go back and write this number as 1s and 10s and write the name of this number. And then I can tap on the send back button to send this back to the student so that they can continue to work on this and finish it up. I can tap on the next post button to move along to my next student's work. Again, I can tap on the skills icon down here at the bottom to rate this student's proficiency. I can give them a comment. I can tap on approve here in this situation, or I can tap send back again since the student did not do this last box. Once I'm finished going through all of my second grade students' work, I can click on the X to close up this thumbnail and click on the X to close up this activity.